you all today? Today, I'm going well. How are you all? I hope you're having a lovely time. I know I am. It's welcome back to the start. Well, is it not really? Well, it's kind of welcome back to the stream. Well, anyway, it's now, let's get ready to start off with Ace Detective, Phoenix Wright, Ace Detective, Trials, and Tribulations. Let's get giddly going, shall we? Very soon. Today, we'll be accompanied by a little laugh track. We have a laugh track, and I think we have something that I'm going to be using a lot more, which is... And we have a perjury count as well up in the top right corner there. We have a little failure sound, and I'm going to be more than happy to add a few more of those every so often when I start to find stuff that I enjoy doing. I've had a stream deck for a little while, actually. I got that before I even got my model. But because I used to stream without a model or even a face cam, really. But anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? Let's get started. Let's get going. Hope everyone who wants to turn up turns up. But anyway, hat comes off for the moment, just a little bit. People like the hat off. But you know what we are gonna do quickly? Give me a wrong thing to press. We're gonna give ourselves a loaf of bread on the head. I've got a bit up. God damn it. There we go. We now have a loaf of bread on our head. Guess what? The bread is here to stay. It's pretty stuck on too. But hey, I got bread on my head. I'm not quite in bread. Bread's on me though. Hey, how are you? We're starting now. Oh. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. Ooh! Do I play as Mia now? Oh, exciting! Turnabout Memories. Oh, we have a perjury count too, and a laugh track, and like a huff. Arg! How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that? Bang. Hey, it's Phoenix! That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, why not? Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Phoenix! You just killed a... Phoenix, you're a simp! It wasn't me. I didn't... We see Mia in... Best one of the 3. Is there only 3 missions in this this game? 5 years earlier. Mia Fey, second trial. Is it Mia Fey's second trial, or is this the thing called second trial? Defense lobby, number 3? Oh, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem. Oh, it's this man. Hey, how are you? Oh, it's this man. He's useless in every single... Oh, yes, May the 4th, ain't it? Oh, yeah, it's my grandmother's birthday. I've got bread on my head. I don't know why I have bread on my head. I just thought it would be funny to put bread on my head. It's Mr. Grossberg. He's called that because he's gross and he's useless. Ah, Mia, please calm yourself. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. Ooh. What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed. Let go of my lapels. Yeah, that's the issue with like when games come out. When games come out like this, you just gotta be careful to spoil. Oh, that's a little bit hard to read. People's names are a bit hard to read. Let's see if I can't quickly change something. It doesn't overlays. What? Text color? Custom code? No, I don't have browser setting. Nope. Oh, I guess I can't change people's names like that. I guess it's just Doug like that. Never mind. Everyone's just got blue names on black writing. It's kind of hard to see. Let go of my lapels. Humph. You obviously haven't got that temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. Hang on. People literally whip other people in this court. I'm fairly sure we're probably about one step away from someone just socking someone when they say objection. I can't believe we haven't seen someone just jump over the counter and just object and just like give Phoenix Wright just a right hook in the face as they say objection. Yeah, that's probably the best choice. Go on lockdown when a game comes out and you just go, probably should be avoiding that. Yeah. I think the best thing, there's a game I want to play, which I'm going to be playing probably on stream as well when it comes out, but I'll probably try my best to avoid it. It's like Rain Code or Code Rain. It's another detective game like this from the people who made Danganronpa. So I'm going to play that when that comes out on stream as well. That's right, this is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, you never fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. Wait, with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. Quite forcefully, too. I found out yesterday about the case, and you already learned all the, yeah, just avoiding the internet. Yeah, that's probably not best. Yeah, it looks good. Someone who pops into my chat a lot and just, I think I'm friends. I have no idea. I have no idea what friendship is. But yeah, he put me onto it and it's like, that game looks really good. But I can't look too much up. I don't even want to watch any of the trailers. I just want to go in completely blind. Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have. I think. Oh dear. But proof of my profession, first time I wore it was a year ago. Oh, the first and last time. Doug. Profiles. Phoenix Wright, 21. Doug Swallow. Phoenix girlfriend dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. Currently has a cold. Jeez. Dahlia Hawthorne. There's no pun there, but no, most of the time games at most games on people on DeviantArt will maybe spoil characters, but that's about it. Then that's not usually too bad. In any case, don't let our client see you so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. He's a fucking... good morning. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try and keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep. Wait, is he... Yep, there'll be no problem. Oh, what's wrong? You have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Actually, it's right. Like the Flank Brothers, people screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. You know what? Phoenix Wright was wearing this when this game came out, like 2004. Oh, is it? Oh no, did I put... maybe that's why. Is it repeating now? I don't think it should be. I think I figured out why I was repeating. There you go. He's a simp. That's what this mask was. He was wearing a mask in 2000 when this game came out in 2004. I don't even know when this game is set. I think it's like set like 2016. I don't know. This case anyway. Smart man. My doc says this way. I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. Last time I appeared in court was a year ago. Yeah, what about, though? But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another court again. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time, I'm gonna win. Now, I think Phoenix, I think our client's actually 100% guilty and gets sentenced to death here. I think that's the case. For my client and for myself. I don't think we're gonna see Phoenix Wright at all in the game. Eh? Eh? Hey, what? One of your things you just said didn't pop up. Oh no, maybe I don't know. Especially we're going. Yeah, I mean it would kill us all, definitely. But wait, it'd kind of be funny. I know. Time paradox. Metal Gear Solid 3. They just keep going time paradox. Wait a fucking minute. Is this young Winston Payne? No, in the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Payne, your prosecution is... He has a fucking pompadour! Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I understand. I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg would be leading the defense. Yes, right. Well, you see... Yeah, I think this is probably the highest stakes out of any trial in the game. Even the last one. And the last one had, like, multiple lives on the line. But this one, it's kind of got the entire future riding on it. Well, yes. Well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. An emergency? But isn't that him just standing right next to you? Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can handle this case this time? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Oh, I saw... So, he doesn't appear in every game. The most recent ones, the Great Detective Chronicles. He doesn't appear, but his, ancestor does. And I watched like maybe 5 minutes of someone streaming it. I know pretty much nothing of it. But all I know is that Winston Payne's ancestor is called Ouchie. A-U-C-H-I. I love it so much. He had to do an emergency. Yeah, he probably... but there's probably a funny detective. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. What? Is he just jiggling his hair? I don't know how I feel about him jiggling his hair. I want to play those games too. Just there's so many games I want to play on stream. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Why is he jiggling his hair? I don't like this. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. Why is he jiggling his hair? Why does his hair jiggle? What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of the events of the day of question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. I wonder what baseball league they have in the Ivy. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. Sounds like he was a bright young man. Yes, well, we have a photo taken of the scene of the crime. There's an umbrella. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had bungled his getaway, they called his police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. I mean, he probably just saw it. Oh, yeah, don't worry. There's gonna be we're gonna be playing through that game eventually too. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. The judge has not changed at all. The judge still looks the exact same. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Your reputation of Saga City is well earned, Your Honor. What does Saga City mean? 1 second. Okay, what does sagacious mean? Sagacious? Well, now what does that mean? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. No, the judge is not sagacious. Sagacious? An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defendant would like to take this question. Huh? Simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. It's like they're very they can see mentally. I still don't understand. I had the definitions up and I still haven't looked at it. A what? Discerning, that's the word. Yeah, it kinda does actually. Got the red little pompous. He does look like on guard. Matt on guard. Up until 8 months ago, 22, 22, 20. And then there's Winston Payne. Eyes Grossberg. What? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much. I don't get a chance to. My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here. The details of the case are filed onto the court record. I've opened it up. Shock. Fatal electric shock. But you knew that already, didn't you? Yes. Yes. Court. All the weapons we can need. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I gotta stay calm. Court record. Electrocution. Now then, with it. What was the cause of death? Electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Yeah. I think he died from death. He died from death. People die when they are killed. Oh god. I have a laugh track now. It's gonna be so bad. Electrocution. But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some sort of new super powerful stun gun perhaps? I mean, stun guns can kill, just regular stun guns can kill. Pretty easily. Just get like, if you hit them in the wrong spot, then bam, they're dead. The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What is that? Why, motive, of course. I watched it a little long time ago. Yeah, I enjoyed it when I watched it, but like most things of Rooster Teeth, I just kind of like stopped watching it. And I kind of haven't actually felt a big need to go and rewatch this stuff. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Was there? Bad blood? What do you mean by that? Oopsies, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, you must know all about it. He does not get better. Actually, he might get more stupid. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator, if you catch your drift. He's bolding, and he's an asshole. I think that's when I watched it, maybe. Or I watched after that. I don't know what season they're up to at the moment. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Why does his hair jiggle? Why does it jiggle? Why does his hair jiggle? Why? Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was weird. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What should the source of bad blood? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. No need to get worked up over this. As I said, our weapons can be found in court records. Found as evidence, you'll need to shove it in old Greybeard's face. Old Greybeard's face, Mr. Grossberg. probably set a better example for the young lady. Right, my apologies. Now let me translate what Grossberg said. Yeah, too much comedy, not enough action. Nah, but yeah, I can see. Well, Mr. Grossberg, when I get the evidence, I need to shove it into that old senile judge's face, don't I? You can toggle between that with R button. Take that! The bad blood between the two was this woman here. I haven't seen Love and Thunder. To be fair, the last Marvel movie I saw was Spider-Man. And that was mostly because I like Spider-Man. I haven't seen Endgame. Eventually, when you start missing like 1 or 2 Marvel movies, it starts to go, oh, I can't watch any of the new ones till I watch the old ones. And then just bam, all of a sudden you're like 15 movies behind. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on these that much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she had some part to play in the story. Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Well, Mr. Pade, please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, I would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant himself, Miss May? That's fine. After all, Mr. is innocent, right? Has no objection. Okay. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh. I haven't seen... Blue Beetle sounds like a fun hero. Which type of Blue Beetle, though? Is it Robbie Reyes or Trent Cord? Because if it's Trent Cord, I kind of want Booster Gold to appear. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Ah, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, I guess you could say I'm right. I guess a suspect. What do you mean, what did you do before you were arrested? I shoot too. I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug Swallow, but I didn't do it. That's up. I don't know, really. I don't know. I can't say which one is better and which one's worse. I don't read enough comics. I have heroes I like in both. I like Spider-Man. But I didn't do it. I'm telling you. Okay, so here's the way I see it. Animated stuff, DC does it a lot better. Then you got like Jamie Reyes. All right. Oh yeah, no, it's yeah. I like DC animated stuff. Batman and the Brave and the Bold. I love it. Chef's kiss right there. It's just so campy. It's just the perfect mixture of like campy and animated. It's just great. I love it so much. But I tell you, I shoot a cuff. The defendant. Please refrain from passing his own call onto the rest of us. It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us real relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. He looks so white. He looks so bright-eyed and hopeful. I admit I was there, but I was not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. How do you know he was stuck up and British? Speaking of British. Yeah, right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Whew. It looks like the judge understands. You're gonna be naive, you know, too naive. Seems like you've got one small thing, lady. What would that be? So let's go on something called the cross-examination. Cross-examination? He's right. It's a duty of carry out the cross-examination. The purpose of determine if it contains any contradictions. So, you see the top thing up there, up above me? The little fingers crossed in the 0? We're counting perjury. Or just lies told in court. These contradictions. So if the witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client, in court, all liars must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. No. Get 5 penalties here. And let's, What does he mean by that? There's something contradiction. Yeah. There's definitely one I've already seen. Hey, he's lying. Look at him. Wouldn't do that to me, would you? The victim and I. I admit I was there. When you say you were there, do you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway. Something? You can't hide what happened. We have this photographic evidence. Achoo! Anyway, Mr. Wright. What were you doing there at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. Coincidence, huh? But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. Oh, okay. You said you found the body, so who called the police? Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police. Other students? That's correct. They were witnesses. Phoenix looks so cool standing over there. Standing there next to the body in shock. Oh, man. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Achoo, 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 achoo. Would you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the victim. Yeah, he died from electrocution. I'm sure that there was probably a lot of static in the air. But I hardly knew the guy to begin with. So you didn't even know his name or face? Right. That is, well, no, I mean, which is it? Do you know him or not? Achoo, 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 achoo. Now, see here, you can't avoid questioning by sneezing all day. I mean, he is sick. I guess I did know his name. News to me, why didn't you tell me that before? You heard he used to date Dolly. Who's this Dolly person? Oh, that is the defendant's love him, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Young love. So bittersweet. But that's all I knew about him. Oh man, that mask is probably soaking wet with just like sneeze juice and snot. Oh, that would be awful. Oh, I would feel so uncomfortable. I mean, it's a skill to. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. How do you know he's stuck up and British, Phoenix? You said in your following, you hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, I wouldn't even. But that doesn't sound right. You hardly knew him. Then why would you use the victim as a stuck-up British wannabe? Achoo. Well, Mr. Wright, no, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Jesus, Phoenix. I give you the opportunity to revise your testimonies. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? He was always walking around wearing huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. You see him did you see it at the crime scene, the Union Jack? Yes, that's right. No, I saw it at the crime scene, that's why. I figured you must love British stuff. It's true, cross my heart and hope to die. Stick a needle in my, oh god, dead space, why? It's true, cross my heart and I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than a salmon I ate last night. May I ask, yes, what is it? Who is this person anyway? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow. How did this man become a judge? How did this man become a judge? What is with this? The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, right? As usual, Honor, your insight astounds. I can't help but read. As usual, your insight, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. I mean, Caboose would be about as competent as this judge. Probably more impartial, actually. And probably just as silly. Hey, something occurred to me just... Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? Mia, there's a contradiction here. Mr. Grossberg, quickly now, show... I can handle it myself. We must talk to Jack. He knows things. We must know these things. I agree. Why did the Brit... I got objection. The British must have colonized Phoenix, so he killed the man. Tried to colonize Phoenix. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle it myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew me. I'll be fine. Remember, you can always press him to get more information and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, you make sure you present some definitive proof. I mean, yeah, he probably does. He does look like the stereotypical judge, except for without the wig. I admit I was there. Oh. He was always wearing that present. Oh, there we go. There we go. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning? Well, we can... just makes tea. Just makes tea. Gin and... Makes tea and gin and... Mixes gin and tea. I mean, gin and tonic is still... And gin and tea. They still have the same thing as G and T's. Oh, but gin... Why did I... Why... I'm morbidly curious about what gin and tea would taste like. As you know, there's nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He was wearing a leather jacket. It was on the back of the shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that he accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? Botheration? You have no idea he was wearing what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. You made our client cry. Look at him. That P on his shirt doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. Let him be. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. Alright, I am curious about what this P means. What does this P mean if it doesn't stand for Phoenix? Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. That this man simply did not stumble upon... Ugh. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? Thomas and Friend. Every time I think of Thomas the Tank Engine, this goddamn song and just silly things happen. You seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but that medicine that you took was over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X. Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. You lost it? What? Does that have anything to do? It's alright. Can I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Your Honor, I'd like to take a look at another scene. What's this? In the victim's... Wait a minute. Wait. So, they mentioned that it is over the counter. For all we know, the victim could have had a cold earlier and was just like carrying it around in his jacket pocket. But we also could think of that someone else had a cold when they killed him. This is coincidence at most. It's Cold Killer X. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my pocket. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the argument won't work. There's no doubt that this bottle belongs to Phoenix Wright. Oh, okay, fingerprints are all over it. I've still got bread on my head. Sensing his murderous intent, must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Phoenix Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so could have identified his Mr. Phoenix Wright as a killer. I mean, no, he could have just dropped it. He probably was sick at the time. Order of the court. Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Oh boy. They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8. Multiplying at an alarming rate. Red and green and brown and blue. You're doomed whatever you do. Oh my god. Damn, that's actually a pretty good rhyme. Broken? It ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any idea what explanation? I mean, all right. How the fuck did Phoenix manage to cut a power line? What? How do you safely manage to cut a power line? Like that would be a lot of effort. Ugh. This is real bad. Oh, my buttocks. My poor hemorrhoids. This man has hemorrhoids. Oh. All I know is the song is like I can't actually do it off the top of my head. The one where they end the meme where they replaced the dragons with Thomas the Tank Engine. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmaceutical department, so he agreed to meet behind that building at 2:45. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 p.m. we split up. Then later when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer Extra over the last 2 to 3 days. Oh. If that's the case, then I think the fault might lie with the university for allowing people near that. Because that is just a danger. I've been taking Cold Killer Extra 2-3 days, but I lost my bottle around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Oh. The real killer planned to kill Phoenix by poisoning his medicine. Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the previous testimony you previously gave. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. Well, you'll forgive me if I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. I'm Winston Payne. Miss Faye, may I please begin your cross-examination? Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Please don't tell any more lies. Oh, she has the Margatama, so she will also be able to do. Yeah, I could understand if it, like, broke suddenly, and then it's just, oh, truth is because he went there because he called me. And, like, as he was turning off, wait a minute. Right, yeah, because there's an umbrella. There's an umbrella, so, but it's probably, have you met the victim before? No, never. But that day he called me, he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly is Dahlia Hawthorne. It's my kind of embarrassed. She's my, sweetheart. Oofed. What? What's that for? Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Mia hates normies, confirmed. Dahlia was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Phoenix Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles I see. He was in the department we agreed to meet behind. Wait. At 3 p.m. Yeah, and we were both there on time. You said he was studying how, but everyone called him Alchemist of IVU. An alchemist, I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had the whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. Sounds like you would have been quite the ambitious young man. What should I do? Should I ask him for more details? About the timing of the meeting, please. You're absolutely met at 2:45. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the time class ends. But they were always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology all guys are always up whipping something up, like drugs. Oh, maybe. Who knows? I mean, Phoenix Wright doesn't seem like he's capable of murder. No. He doesn't seem like he's capable of murder. Falsely imprisoning people, now that's a different story. Witness, please go on with your testimony. And then we split up at around 3 p.m. So what were we talking about? Shoot, that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again. Okay, you came back and found it later. So you say you went back. Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, and why did you go back? Well, that was right, I was. Why were you angry? I I thought maybe we could make up. Achoo! 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 Doesn't by the atmosphere. I'm pretty sure no one's buying this. I've been taking cold killer for the last 2 to 3 days. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it? No. You can catch a cold all the time, every time of year. I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, eh? Spring is fucking cold in Japan. Like, Jesus. Like, it was cold when I went there, like, last week. I was in Hokkaido, and it was just like, why is it 8 degrees in, like, nearly summer? So, did anyone else know that you were taking the medicine? Dolly! Well, I always took it one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. And therefore, Dolly also knew about it. Around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Okay, I forgot to click. Alright. Nope, never mind. I mean, no, but also... Owie. I should save. I should save. Jesus. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. Oh, goddammit. Lost my bottle around lunchtime that day. On the day of, what did you do for lunch? What does that? That does, actually. You can be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Aww. Dolly's homemade lunches are the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, heck yeah. I know there's, like, something called Manga Plus Creators, if you ever want to put your stuff up on that. It's like webtoons and, like, stuff like that, but you upload, like, your own personal manga to get feedback from also other people, and possibly, like, other people in the industry who really enjoy it. Did that thing I showed earlier prove anything? Yes, it does. Youch! I felt like... Isn't exactly what I call a natural lie, you know. But still, we can't... Alright. No, no, it didn't. Time of death isn't at 3 p.m. It's actually 3:05. Profiles. Okay. Then later he went back. I highly recommend it. Ah. Yeah, I would love to read people's. I love to read people's stuff. Sometimes. I've been taking Cold Killer X for 2 days. Currently has a cold. I lost my bottle. Okay, now I gotta figure out which one of these evidences is. I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology, so we agreed to meet behind that building. We walked for a bit, and then at around 3 p.m. we split up. And then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. At what time did you go back? Okay, what do you say here again? So you went back. Yeah, that's when I found the body. Right there. Right there. Well, and why did you go back there? To make up. Right. Yeah, okay. Okay, what did he say here again? Probably cold. Okay, right, yeah. Careless. Always common sense. Did anyone else know that, was friends? The Dolly also would have known by extension. Ooh, bios or Pokemon would be fun. Dahlia Hawthorne. Half of the girlfriend. A little too much confidence. It's just because he has hair and he likes to jiggle his hair. How does he look? Apparently has a cold. The victim. Taking. Alright. Awful. 3 p.m. Huh. So. Like, this seems like it's gonna be super important because it's 3:05 and it stopped when he worked. It stopped to watch at the time of death. Ooh, where should it? Oh, he was in the pharmacology. I have evidence that corroborates this in a way. Huh. Ah, yeah, Google Slides, copy paste. Oh. Alright, so taking. Truth is, I went to because he called me, and then yeah, I might check that out after the stream actually. My memory's awful. Yeah, no, I'll try to remember. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet behind that building. We talked for a bit and then split up around 3 p.m., which there is evidence to corroborate this. Ah, okay. Okay. Actually, how did he get a hold of you, Phoenix? You met the victim before? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. Hi. That day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. This Dolly person. My kind of sweetheart, bittersweet. Oof. Mia hates normies, confirmed. She met Mr. Wright. Or she met Mr. Wright, that is. Okay, so. Being cold killer for 2-3 days. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to hear what people do. Now I'm just curious. Okay, the 3 p.m. electric shock profiles. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 to 3 days. 2 or 3 days. Alright, so on that day, what did you do for lunch? I had to do with Dolly. I always Dolly. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. Yeah? I don't know. I can't seem to find it. I know, but what? Right now we need. I've already expanded on everything, right? Alright, let's see if there's more information I can get out of this. Yeah, said he was in the pharmacology. He was studying on how to manufacture and improve drugs. Everyone called him the Alchemist of IVU. Alchemist, I see. I gotta admit, I was a little bit suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. And it was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Okay, so that's actually how. Fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What should I do? Ah, there we go. Oh, well, okay, I don't know all that much about it. A little earlier you said you sent something interesting. You said it runs on high voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? Yeah, they were electric poles set up all around the building. High voltage cables run overhead and up around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, that's what I missed out. Okay. I think it's enough for now. The defendant met at the approximate time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene of the crime for unknown reason. I'm still not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? God world longer about Mimsy. Mimsy. Because the name is Shard World about a girl named Mimsy. Mimsy. I like the name Mimsy. Gets herself into an organization that is built to sustain and protect people from threats. Yeah, I think it's a little tried and true. I would say it's a little bit of a tried and true sort of story, just running from the sound of it. Yeah, depends on what the threats are. You got to make the threat in that cybermanga. You got to make the threats nice and interesting. I knew it for too much work for a little girl. Man, Winston Payne is just an asshole. However, there is one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor? How the murder was carried out, of course. Wow, he's actually lucid. Just how was the victim executed? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet. Correct? Well, you are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could come out of this mess selling like a rose. Establish the murder weapon method. Your Honor, I believe if we were to piece everything together we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how he died. Ooh. That would be the most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even the beginner like you must understand the basic rules of court, yes? An attorney must be able to sustain their arguments with evidence. I'm fairly sure I've seen you. Of course I knew that. Man, Mia must have gotten a lot smarter after this. I mean, as for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? There is nothing but even resultantly. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to explain this one. Miss Faye? Well, naturally, it's right here. What is that? A severed electric cable, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've had? The machines that the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there is a special high voltage cable strung up above ground high voltage cables is a bad idea, and that is why. So then, the high voltage, it's also not the volts that kill you, it's the amps. The amps are what kill you, AMPS. Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That's certainly, because you could get like 5,000 volts pumped through you, but like, as so long as the ampage is like low, then I think you're actually okay. It would just hurt. It's possible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, I believe the victim's cause of death may have indeed been the high voltage cable. I think it's the amps will kill you. Amperage, electricons is no more deadly than yep. Because 1 million volts, I think, is about as deadly as 1,000 volts. Yeah, okay. So it's the amps that kill ya. Paranormals goes extinct. What happens if you get serious ability? Someone the word that. Oh, so the powers, like, they're based on, they get given a word, and then they build, and their powers come from that. So if they were given the word aardvark, they'd have the powers of an aardvark? And if they had the power of a gun, they'd be able to use the power of gun? Ooh, fun. That actually is, I actually like the sound of that little power system. It sounds actually really cool. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one was the Wait, what? How? Can you please establish? Are you sure? We have proof. Irrefutable proof that established that Mr. Phoenix Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. His fingerprints? You mean the ones... Yes. So if someone had the power of, tectonics, they could use the earth? They could move... See, the victim was wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints. And then they have the power of Satan. Oh... That actually sounding actually really cool. I had 10 out of 10. I actually think that's really good. You mean... Yes, it is quite clearly imprinted on the palm. Okay. The Phoenix grabbed the defendant. The victim. No? Either these two are just either Doug Swallow or and Phoenix Wright are just dumb as a sack of bricks. Because I'll tell you this: you do not go near a down power line. I think we conclude that there is no reason continuing with this classic. Forcing us, we're done. Grossberg, my hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over. This man's hemorrhoids never lie. Everybody. Wow, that must be a pretty shitty conversation to have with them. Oh god, I knew that boy was guilty from the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. The Phoenix Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt, Your Honor. At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict. Objection. You have something further, Is this what you want? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't do now, you're gonna hand down his verdict, and you're gonna die. He was like... No, yeah, that actually does kind of sound like the whispers, now that I think about it. That actually does sound like whenever they're doing the whispers, it's like the same, like, volume and style. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. If I told you what you really happened, then I'd be... What? You'd be what? I'm your attorney, you can trust me. Miss Faye. I believe you and I will have to... I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end. Objection. We've already established the defendant's guilt. Have you? Cough, cough. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what really happened. I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further cough. I did it. For love. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. Oh, he has an umbrella there. That's where that umbrella went. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, that's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue seeing her, it will end up bad. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Oh. So you pushed her. Pushed him. Hmm? Yeah, no. Is that the truth? Yes. I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. I mean, you do sound like the murderer. I'm actually gonna be perfectly honest. Please. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Aww. He did say that it's my fault that he's dead, so... feels like my head... Wait, how old is the Harlem Shake? What? Wait, what? He really should be guilty. He's guilty probably of... At most, if he killed him and he hit the... and he fell into the, thing, he's guilty of manslaughter. But the Harlem Shake was like 2013, wasn't it? Or was it before that? When I pushed the victim. That guy. He was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. I went back and he was lying there, dead. Oh, okay. Well, that explains it really quite simply. You pushed him, flew back, and touched the electric cable. He died from the shock, as they would say. Yes. At least the time the incident, light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electric cables nearby. If there had been something like that, I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like... Yeah, no. See, they're not actually asking, like, the good question. Miss Fatelet, I warn you that right now, if you're causing any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence that will prove it. When I pushed the victim... that guy who was talking bad about Dolly. Okay. So what kind of things did you miss? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl that deserved to be punished. Is that all? Yep. You heard him yourself. Oh boy. Anyway, I lost my temper and gave him a shove. Okay. Can you really tell me about more detail that happened? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I've lost my temper and threw into a furious frenzy, pushed him over. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. Oh, but it was wet, so he slipped. And that's when you notice have a cable anywhere. That's right. But there's still possible you merely overlooked it? No. Well, I guess that is possible. What are you doing? It's some kind of loud noise. A loud noise? What would you say that loud noise was? I'm not sure, but it was really loud, like snap. Hey. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. Actually, no. Not qualified to decide that. Ask for more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise. Try and remember what it was. Like a snob. Aha, could have been. He dropped the umbrella he was holding. Okay. He fell on top of it, right on top of it, and it broke. It was probably the loud noise I heard. Huh? Didn't that victim... It's a cheap plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked with the bone. Okay. Of course it's important, because, of course. No, this cheap umbrella is more important. Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. Court agrees to the defense request. Add the cheap... Cheap umbrella? Yeah. I was right under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing the sweater here. Dolly stayed up all late for nights. Late for nights. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would also take that, take the umbrella if I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love. Oofed. My stomach is not what uses your personal soccer ball. I'm sorry. Why'd you get worried, my friend? After you shoved the victim, The scene right. Wait, yes, I did. I admit I was furious. Left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition. Well, yeah, kind of. Like I said, I got worried about him later. Went back and was just lying there, dead. At that time, did you see anyone else that was in the crime? Cough, cough, cough. No, nope. Nope, nobody. Jeez. Huh, what else have been the murder? Unless we can find... Okay, so that was the last of it. Boom. I better save. Right. Save. So now we're saving. Now from here we go. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come to think of it, if I hadn't mentioned that, I wouldn't have been able to counter the prosecution's counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at this crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. In conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, he was pushed by the defendant. After he was pushed, he was still alive. What? Man, Winston Payne's fucking posture is awful. He's like Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah, I can just imagine just defense attorneys being like, "Oh God, this is an open and shut case. Who's the lawyer? They're gonna have a field day with this. Oh, it's Winston Payne. Oh, okay, you're definitely getting off innocent. Yep, 100%. Don't worry about it. We can probably go get coffees and come in late, and Winston Payne will somehow lose the case. I wanted to be presented in evidence immediately. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. But if he was on top of it, the victim fell on top of it. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. I know this is a metaphor. This seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. Oh, final judgment. I'm surprised he hasn't started ripping his hair out. I must say, I still find it hard to believe that the huge hole has been blown into the prosecution's case by the victim's testimony. Victim fell on top of there, was allowed to snap the noise when this happened. Well done, Mia. He's Peter Griffin now. What are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor, but I didn't expect... Oh, since I was expecting too much of a free ride. I was foolish to think that I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly. This witness testimony will be incontrovertible. Well, who is this? Miss Dahlia. Oh. The judge does not always stick to the no ending if there's any... I mean, the amount of times that he's been like, oh, the amount of times I think I've been at the thing and he's been like, oh, we pretty much have convicted the person of guilt, but you presented this one evidence wrong and you're out of things. The defendant's guilty now. Just simply because I know that it's been clearly established that the defendant could not have possibly done it. But you kind of fucked up too much. Guilty. Why does his hair jiggle? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. I mean, Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. What? I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? Couldn't have been more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop a call. 20-minute recess. Hell yeah. And we'll see here, Dolly of Hawthorne. Yeah, from what I've gathered, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, the judge is apparently an actual judge, not someone who's just senile. I'm sorry for lying, Miss Faye. I'm sorry for what happened there. It's all right. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I guess I could start relaxing, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding so much important facts. You committed perjury like twice. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. Love of your life. Huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dahlia and we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to become a lawyer on her side. Anyway, one day she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's when I think it must have been fate that brought us together. As soon as at first I knew she was the one for me. Aww. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave me this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. That was quick. You've been wearing... One moment, I just gotta do something. 30 seconds. A quick little break. Okay, I'm back. Woo -woo. I hope my sound still works. I'm like... Okay, good. When yeah, oh, is he canonically still the judge, the ancestor of the current judge? I know Ouchie's probably just be like, I'm glad to see you're failing, just like me, Winston Payne. She took it off and said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. Yes, this darling bottle is filled with the memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. Makes me so happy, I show it off to everyone I meet. Aww, he's so love-struck. What happened to him? I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Shows it to everyone. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating. Yeah, she was so shy every time I see her. She always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. The day you first 8 months ago, it wouldn't have to have been August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. How'd you know this happened on the August 27th right here in this courthouse? What's this, a newspaper clipping? Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Oh, I see, Mia. I think I understand why you suddenly took on a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between cases, right? Alright, can I read it? I can. Very little information is disclosed at this time, since the victim's essays cafeteria said to have a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student with the victim. Ah. Yeah, okay, no, there. I need to finish this myself. Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you will not have enough. I'll go and look in downstairs reading room. See what else I can find. I want to be able to help you however I can, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We better... I guess so. Ooh. I might do one more of these things, because that's... Yeah, no, it's only been like an hour. It's only been an hour. We're going to be saving and continuing on just this one. Probably be completing the other one. I'll have to call it one. I'm not sure if we're actually completing the trial today or what. April 11th, 12:13 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Wait, did we just switch courtrooms or something? I thought we were in courtroom 3. Court will now proceed. We will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. The person is someone who happened to witness the crime scene. Prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. Where's the butterflies come from? What's with all the silence? It's just actually kind of really tranquil music. In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. My job would take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate flow of complete sincerity. Something's off about the music. I don't know why, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. It's tranquil, but heebie-jeebies. I can't believe he actually said that. Winston Payne? Oh, yes, could you please state your full name? Don't worry. Oh, Judge. Oh, yeah. Judge, please, please. If anyone says anything rude, I'll cut them down to size. And up. Okay, it's good to see that these two are just simps. These two are just massive simps. I love it when they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You are so nice. Also nice. I feel almost right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. Jesus, these two are simps. Like, my god. Why? Why is the judge like... Yeah, she looks like 16. Like 16 at the very most. My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, an honor for you to be a noble presence. The honor is all mine. Yes. The honor is... No, the honor is mine. Hey. Well, we know whose milkshake... Well, we know whose milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard in daylight. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, some of these lines. What? Sir. Is there anything I can help you with? Go on and say whatever you want is on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Beanie would never kill anyone. I just know it. Yes, yes. I can see why you'd say that. Gonna be a tough witness, alright. It only took 12 seconds to wrap them around her little finger. Oh, wow, yeah. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let us hear all about the witness. About what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. What I witnessed? I had planned to go back to Feeney's place after the class is over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind that building. Then suddenly, Dougie wobbly and collapsed. Okay, so, that's when Feeny... I went to go and find some other students. Parties. I mean, well, there's already... I don't know what to say. According to you, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I can recall how hot the... As old as I am, even I can recall how hot the flames of young passion can be. Jeez. What? Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Now, please tell us the truth. But I would never. That's more than enough of the witness. I will not allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please. Just allow me to proceed with cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case without on a bunch of paper-thin lies. You haven't changed a bit. Faye. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before, once. Oh, jeez. What? I'm actually not getting some of these words. What? Am I just getting... I don't even... What? Huh? What? I didn't even see that. That pops up. It's not even popping up in what I'm reading. In any case, Mia Fey, the floor is all yours. Good to see you again, Madam. Madam. I'm no one's grandma yet, girl. I'm fairly sure at most she's 26. What I witnessed. Little wobbly. Profile. What was I doing again? Profiles. Oh no, we don't see Mia's age. 20, 21. There's not too much. I had been planning to go back to Phoenix Place when it... Hold it. Okay, explain. Now, unless I'm mistaken, I mean Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then why are we doing by the pharmaceutical building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry. Oh, how wonderful. Is that humorous, yet satirical style of haiku? Yes. Nothing left to do. When a man reaches the stage, sleep is his best friend. Yeah, that is just a midlife crisis. Well, for me to get to, I have to walk through the back area. Ah, yes, that makes sense. How else would you enter teleportation? Beanie and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. So who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry, Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So what were Doug or Dougie and Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never... I was raised not to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Faye. Oh my Jesus Christ. Simps. 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 Please, go on. What did you see next? Do I need to just introduce a new counter where just people, the judge and the prosecution got all collapsed? Okay, but is sure the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, right? I was watching the whole thing, never did a thing to Dougie. I press her here for good. Judge will get angry with me. No contradiction. It's what do you mean? I would never. Jesus. Pain. Stop being a simp. That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. Oh my god, he is just a fucking simp. Now then, Miss Hoyle. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It had already been shown that the Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try and cover up for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth, and nothing but the There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything yet you saw. Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment that... Okay, so you didn't see it. You didn't see it. Well, I saw the moment it fell to the ground, and that at that time there was only two, defendant and Phoenix Wright, yes? Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me. That's why I wasn't really watching them after that closely. No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please. Jesus, this. When I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. Alright. Bye! Pretending to yes. Looks like... okay. Okay, so I have to go down to the final thing. Bye! Okay. When you say student, you mean students from the pharmaceutical department? Yes, they were very fond. They're all very fond of their drugs. Damn. Damn, the pharmaceutical department seems like the place to be. Please, stay on topic. So to find some pharmaceutical students, you went to the labs, right? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A pair of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. Knew what was going on? Press for more details. How could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know, but sure what happened. But they know that you're full of shit. They know that much. Because they all seem excited about something. Doesn't seem to be getting any more information about the students. The students called the police? Yes. I was just so panicked. Why would you need to call the police, though? That girl, she's obviously telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. Pretending to protect her, right? Okay, so now we go. I actually didn't see the moment that he pushed Dougie. It was a loud sound when that... Alright, let's hold this. Didn't see it? Well, the moment I saw the moment he fell to the ground. There's only 2 of them at that scene. Okay. Okay, so I don't actually have any evidence to say they were fighting, though. Oh, never mind. Never mind, I found it. Didn't hear anything on you. Well. Yep, there we go. You say you didn't hear anything on you, correct? Why, I was very relaxed. At the scenery around me. Yeah, you just lied. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. Here I have the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. He clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed him, he heard a snap. A loud, sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to them, the 2 of them, then why didn't you hear this noise as well? No, that's actually relevant. Well, maybe it wasn't all that memorable. Well, according to Mr. Wright, it was a sharp noise, like a snap! There's no way a noise like that couldn't fail to make an impression. Arg! May I have a moment to answer? Yes, by all means. I know the reason I didn't hear. I had my headphones on. I was at the time. Headphones? I mean, both your ears were. Oh, the counter at the top's like knowing lies. They've knowingly lied. It's like just a knowing lie. So like perjury count. I just count that whenever they purge. They commit some perjury. The rain was beginning to let up, though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end. The sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning. Yes, I'm afraid the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there aren't actually any contradictions in the testimony after all. When is it? There was lightning, yeah. There was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now, there's not time for us. Is the death? Couldn't it be possible the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Why is she shocked? Why is she actually shocked? I just don't understand this. I must admit, though, the thought never occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this? She's making a valid point. What thoughts do occur with this guy? The answer is nothing. Their answer is simping and yelling at Phoenix. Those are the 2 thoughts I know he has. This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Douglas Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bullet. Oh. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually an accidental occurrence? Alrighty. Did it, Mia? I'll be taking the... yeah, usually that's actually pretty hot. I must hurt that you have told me in such low opinion. I'm not a fool, you know. Prosecution has done this research. We found that there was no lightning strikes on the day of at that location. What's more, evidence that there was electric cables is the case. Evidence, you say? Is it? This affidavit. Whose affidavit is it from? Pharmacology student. conducting experiments in the lab that day. Allow me to read out the, okay, all equipment, all of a sudden, at around 3 p.m. that day. Black out, high voltage equipment, Your Honor. So you were saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely, they lost power because of the severed electric cable. Power outage occurs approximately 3 p.m., which fits with the time of death listed on the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electric cable. Okay. According to the students, cables were very old. They were planning to have them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump could have caused them to break. The time was not 3 p.m. It was close, but it actually does put a hole in the fact that Phoenix Wright didn't get it. However, the one thing that troubles me. The cable could have been broken by any small bump. Then it wouldn't have been snapped if it had been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor? I don't... Please the court. I would like the defense to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was the thing that caused the cable to break? This is it. Well, Your Honor? Nope. Okay, apparently not. Ouch, that was harsh. Now, please, Your Honor. Give me one more chance. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what caused the cable to break? Old found broken near the electric cable. Fatal electric shock. How he met the day. Oh, what's up with the counter on top right? Some sort of impact. Or what caused the cable to break? Okay. Alright, okay. So which one will it be? It's not this one, despite me thinking that maybe it just flew caught in the air. I'm thinking... Nah, okay. No, okay. So that's 3. Everyone profiles. Now this is the question. Okay, so maybe loud snap noise happened. On top, the electric cable's cold, right? Can't be that, but nope. Okay, so it's not that one either. Who or what snapped the electric cable? Now I'm stuck. I think back to what Mr. Wright tempted me. He said after the victim heard a loud, sharp snap noise. Now, Happened to be around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds about right. What are you saying? Lost power at 2:55, which fits right around Miss Wright's timelines. In other words, Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Okay. I don't think prosecution has come to us. Cause Mr. Spoiler to be executed. Ah. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What do you mean? Take a good look about where the victim landed after being shoved. The umbrella? That's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into the pole as he felt being pushed. Must have caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense. Okay, this victim was electric. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim shoved onto the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the... Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. What? Someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Oh. Gun! Order in the court. Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. I have longed to hear. It's true, the defense is absolutely correct. Judge, sir. Yeah, okay. Madam Attorney's something that... I remember. Oh. What? What? Please, just one more time. Let me testify one last... Please? Okay, of course, alright. No, let's go right ahead. And this judge is a simp. Oh god, like... Truth is... Twice. First was onto the electric pole when that's when they came. What happened in Okay. So sorry, Phoenix. But I just have to tell the truth. Right thing on. No, you're not. You're just lying. Jeez. Now then, Miss Faye, you make... Alright. Nice, okay. Actually, I didn't see the moment he dug. I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny. That's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge? Love me. Oh my god, you're such a... What you do is called perjury. Ah, Judge, you do not do your job. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Oh, and okay. This judge is pretty bad. First time with the pole, that's when the cable broke. I was saying you actually saw the victim get pushed to the electric pole. I know he doesn't look it, but he's quite a bit of an imp. Oh, really? Oh, right. Okay, yep. No, now I understand it. I never mentioned the electrical cable to break. He is really scary when he gets mad. Like, he sounds like a dangerous vigilante. I think he tried his best to get away from him. Okay, let's get this straight. You will happily listen to your headphones while you watch this scene unfold? Wow. No. Miss Faye, I'll have you stop badgering the witness. I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Well, I wish the best for both of them. That they would fight there. And what happened after that? Jesus. He caught up to him and crashed him behind. Crashed him? Pain. Were there also handprints found on the back of his leather jacket? Well, no, they weren't. Madam Faye, may I suggest carefully? I said he crashed into any prints like that case. But yeah, the judge is... I don't even think the judge is part of the jury. A jury is usually a bit unbiased. Right. All happened in less than a minute. He actually... That's the moment the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, I didn't actually... I turned my eyes away. That's understandable. Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. I mean, she's just committing perjury just the entire time. gonna mark this down as perjury. It's entire over. She didn't have much time to come up with biases. Bias. Nope, not this one either. No, okay. Okay. Got something to do with that. Alright. I'm gonna present the other bit of evidence. Alright, let's go back. Phoenix. Got something to do with this one. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, in a minute. Please look at this picture. That medicine, that's the one Phoenix likes to take for his cold. That's not the medicine I want you to look. Picked it up. I just dropped something. I dropped... Medicine I want you to look at. It's... Oh, no, god damn it. Just did it again. 1 second. You're gonna hear a little bit of a, little iffy thing temporarily. There we go. Nope. Okay. Why did you suddenly stop? Why is this not working now? My sound disappeared. Okay. Oh. Remove this. Now I'm gonna click this, and I'm gonna go down. Give me 1 moment. It says wristwatch. Eh? Okay, sound just completely died. Okay. Oh no, never mind, that's why. It stopped at the precise moment the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 PM. And your point is, Miss Faye? Point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? According to the thing, it was... The answer's crystal clear. It was 5:25 PM. Yarg! Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense poses that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Doug Swallow. Order in the court. What is this all about? Nonsense, the real murderer? Even you can't deny that the cable breaking and the time breaking are completely unaccounted for, so that's 10 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty... Then who was it? Who else could have done it? There's only one other person that could have. That after my client had left the scene, there was a window opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye. It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready. Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Carefully before you... There's actually only one. It's Dahlia Hawthorne. It could only have been you. Dahlia Hawthorne. Yeah, that's my stuff. What? I can't see that stuff pop up in my chat. It's the swearing. Maybe I need to edit the rules or something. All I can see is, like, occasionally I can only see things pop up on the screen. When I look over to them, they're not actually there. I don't even have too many things open. I have... Oh, actually, no, I have a fair bit open, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's also my headphones. My headphones actually aren't all that great for all this type of stuff. Actually, I have too many things open now. God damn it, I do actually have too many things open. Jeez. There you go. There you go, now fixed. Defense is grasping at straws. No, it's not. Defense, 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of electrocution. What exactly were you doing this whole time, Mr. Dahlia? Were you really listening to music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe you didn't stop the man Stop the men dearest to you. Ooh. Order, Miss Faye. What I mean is, why do Miss Hawthorne? I believe you did witness 2 men fighting on that day. However, after Miss Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Ah! How can you say such a mean thing, Madame Faye? I didn't do anything. You don't have. I'm very serious. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. Achoo. But what is it? Please. Please, strike everything in defense just on the record now. No, you weren't wrong to judge. No, I do have a lot of stuff open every now and then. But sometimes my headphones just, whenever they come off my head, they just stop working. It's just one of the things turns off in Streamlabs, and it's just weird. It's silly. You couldn't have been once to do something like that. That's right, get back to your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Arg. Oh, leave my dolly alone. Arg, cough, cough. Oh, that boy, he's got himself in a way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, back. It seems I arrived in the nick of time. I found the police report. The incident in your newspaper clipping. Ooh, about 8 months ago. Ooh, fancy. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your... Aww. Ah. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, really. District Diego Armando. Occupation... Suspect Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. Ah. Yep, it's in the necklace. May I interrupt you for a moment? You don't have to worry. I have this, everything. Oh, sniffles. Go right ahead. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes, I am. Not only that, I'm saying you murdered. Not only am I, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I told you that you should leave this situation. Weep. Ah, sorry, please. Go ahead. How could you say I absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny? The notion that I would try and frame is ludicrous. This is all too much for poor little me to bear. I believe this girl is trying to ask her what on earth would her motive be. The answer to that lies in this police report. It must. Poison not found on her. 8 months ago in an incident currently. And then, same day the two accidentally meet, so she was just looking for a simp. Your Honor, defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? How about the events the day she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright? How could that possibly have to do with this current case? She was still technically dating the current victim. Seems that she had no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests she had very good reason, in fact. The fact that he's a simp. Very well, then. The court grants the defense request. The young lady, would you mind staying on a bit longer? Of course, Mr. Judge. Get ready for a battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. How I met Feeny. First I met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. Like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. So lovey-dovey. So it makes people think. It's just jealousy, I think. No, she's been poisoning people. And now we enter the final little case of our drama. Drama stick. Go get her. How I met my dear Feeny. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. Okay. Up until you had decided he had been dating Doug Swallow, correct? Yes. I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself. Oh, no, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous. Oh. Yes. Yes, he is. He's infamous for changing his mind. you're also infamous for being stubborn as a goddamn mule. My critics have even taken to call me Judge Fickle. Oh, ho, ho. Judge Senile, more like it. Oh, jeez. Maybe you should look into the different line of work. Yeah, you probably really should. By that, he always hands down the correct verdict. No, he doesn't. If I fuck up twice, two more times, he hands down a wrong verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini. Oh, Great Judgini. Who was destined to meet in this very courthouse basement reading room. Why are we in the basement courthouse reading room? That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeney was not only an art student, but also planned on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you. What were you doing? What was a literature student doing in the courthouse reading room? That line of questioning has nothing, Miss Faye. I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Miss Swallow's current case, I'm gonna just press. Your Honor, if you would like, allow me some latitude. I think I can establish some. Please ask her to continue with this testimony. Very well. Young lady, you've got a simple question. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simple. I had to come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Okay, what paper were you writing? He's nuts. Which one, the judge or the Great Judgini? Judge Genie? On relationships between modern savory poetry and the criminal underworld. Oh ho ho, it sounds like a fascinating research. Sounds like complete conjecture. Like not am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Again, yeah, no, this is just sounding like midlife crisis. Mia, why did the girl really? Why did that go? That what you want to know? Speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear. So make sure to read it carefully. Yeah, so So let's read it. August 27th, 4 p.m. What time was this? Did you meet? Armando ingested while into suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the coffee cup. No, with the oil on the suspect person, it is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Heart malfunction. In my personal opinion, looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat. Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, he's handsome. Jeez. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet. Why is she so mean? She's so mean to him. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen. Oh man. Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to use my wife, for example, you might be shocked. He's telling the truth. It was truly shocking. Beautiful mushroom growing tall in the darkness. Now she's just insulting me. I know I'm full of shit, but to say I come from a horse dung, cow dung, it's just sad. Poem that best describes how I feel about my. Going out ever since that fateful day. Okay. Bad feelings? No, not at all. Parted on good terms. That can't be. Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup. Huh? Sure. Yes, it seems they were both wanted it that way. The victim wanted to break up. Push further. Yeah, no, we got. You're saying that Mr. Sole also wanted to break up with you. Well, no, I need to know. What a cruel thing to say. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife. Is that relevant to this case, you goddamn simp? If your wife was in this courtroom, she would just be like, geez, my husband's a simp. Divorce. No one cares, Mr. Payne. That just deserves a last track. That's self. He didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Mia, that woman has the judge in the palm of her hands, you see. The only way to discredit her is by turning a contradiction into evidence. First I met my darling Phoenix 8 months ago. It was like we were destined to be in the courthouse's very basement. No. I better save just in case, but... Objection. Dahlia Hawthorne, you weren't here because you were doing a research paper. You actually come here for a much more important... No, this is... What does that mean? Cocky smile of your face. 8 months ago, right here in this very courtroom, there was another tragedy. Another tragic... You mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in this instance is here in the report, and that his name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Hawthorne? Oopsie days, she was the prime suspect in this case. I kind of held down the A button. I shouldn't have been holding down the A button. Ah, jeez, fiddlesticks. Order in the court. This is unbelievable. Then, the loveliest road can hide the cruel bones. Hey, that's not fair. Can't slander my witness with unrelated cases. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me? Go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed interest in me. Some interest, you say? They were all simps. Judge said, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you what the absolute truth. No, you don't. You've just been committed. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that 8 months. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've got to stay on the offense. Well done, Mia. Oh, I really lit a fire. You really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. Jeez, that is an interesting little thing. Which I can hardly tell which is more. Jesus, man, get some cream or something. Get rid of the try and get rid of the hemorrhoids. Ah, jeez. The poisoning. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for a moment. That's when it happened. When I heard it was a liquid poison that was lethal at just 2. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. See, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get poison. Like, yeah, you do. Alright. What happened 8 months ago? However, heard from them have anything to do with this. I think the defense is just about out of trick. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. But, I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve. Also, stop being a simp. And I'll be sure to show them to you before we end this cross-examination. Arrgh! Wait, why does the fence suddenly feel stronger? Aha, Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. She's going super lawyer 3. That proud posture, that absolute confidence, absolutely smashing. I'm gonna continue talking about my hemorrhoids for at least another couple of hours. Oh, hemorrhoids. I met the lawyer who discussed poisoning in the cafeteria that day. What were you talking about to the defense attorney? Well, I was sorry, but that's confidential. According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about the incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all about that incident? What that incident? Kind of relevant. Absolutely nothing to do with this case. No, it might have everything to do with the case. The question is, record? You're getting a lot involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, darling, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign. But don't worry, Dolly. I'll protect you. Phoenix, I can't call you, I can call you whipped. You're whipped. Still simp. But, like, you have an actual reason. Ah, you heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady. Oh, Phoenix, please. Yeah, those two are really making me ill. She hates normies. I left my seat for just a moment. That's when it happened. How long were you gone? I'd already answered all of the questions before. Must know, 10 to 20 minutes. And where were you during this stretch of time? The toilet? You're saying, Miss Faye? My perfect little doesn't. Yeah, women don't fart. It's from what I can gather of all the things. Women don't fart or poop or anything like that. You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Try better luck next. Oh, Miss. Oh, Phoenix. The police already looked into the whole matter. Line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. Objection sustained. She was in the courtroom downstairs looking to get rid of at least just tablespoon. How much liquid is in a tablespoon? Bottle of eye drops say 2 ounces. 3 tablespoons. About 2/3 of that amount, huh? Was found in the lawyer's coffee mug. Must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. How did you get this information? Special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect. Oh, and how? Come from? Alright, all I know is that I heard what I heard. It's something about using advanced chemical processes. Oh, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. Better question is, how did the criminal get hold of something like that? The answer is, that's the reason they didn't arrest you. No one could show how you got in the poison. I think that's good enough reason. Right. And I think we've had all the questions. In essence, the main reason why never. No one could have how she obtained. I'll save. Okay, so it's got something to do with special kind of poison. Lethal in a... Oh, is a lethal poison that is 2 tablespoons. I left my seat. Or bottleneck right on the day of the net. It shows it to everyone. Yeah, okay, so it is that one. You wouldn't know how you could get that. I don't believe. What? In fact, you had easy access to this kind of poison, didn't you? Your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? Me and the victim, Doug Swallow? I don't know what the pun of Doug Swallow is. That's right, up until 8 months ago, Mr. Swallow was dating. Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contains highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Right? Oh. Well, Miss Hawthorne, you had access to such a poison after all, and then it was a matter of slipping it into why he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that whilst at the very table he was sitting at is you. No! Order in the court. Could it be? Nothing. Please, may I say something? Please, Madam Faye. What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison. In order to carry that much with me, we need some sort of container. Yes, and that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. That's quite true. In fact, they didn't find any of its suspicious container. Ah, she was trying to feign it. Pretty easily getting rid of something that's the court of law. If you're saying something I threw with poison container, you need to show some kind of proof. Got me good with that. I know where it is. It's the necklace. In a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone else who had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. Defendant was this witness's accomplice? Of course not. Get the poison to him. Guys as a present. What? But that's... Charming little necklace. This little bottle really is quite cute. What about it? What does it mean? The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Wright was 8 months ago. The same day as the court. August 27th, the very same day the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. And though the purpose was hiding one piece of evidence that would give her away. The twist. What? Are you saying that there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, certainly if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find trace amount. No! Wow! Oh boy. Order in the court. Phoenix. On behalf of Jolly, I object. Phoenix Wright, control yourself. Totally like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Why? Why are you going so through trouble to protect her? Well, I seem to be, not sure if this is this or what exactly. I think it's just Streamlab. Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Oh, that's actually adorable. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in quite a long time. Right. Have you ever thought about this? How exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date? Rude! Rude! Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Right. Open your eyes. That is rude. At this point in this trial, I should think it's pretty obvious to everyone. The real reason Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace. Not mad. The only thing she is after it of the bottle around your neck. A necklace? Back in there, waiting room. You said it yourself. Yeah, she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says she wants the same thing. Give it back now. A strange girl, asking for a present back like that. Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is an irrefutable evidence of her crime. And that's why she's absolutely had to get it back. For lying. You never gave it back to you. Worse to her for her. Going into everyone you meet. That is why she... I don't believe you. No. You've now just made Phoenix cry. Yeah. Are you alright? Send it. Bailiff, hurry. After... Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? Looks like the bailiff caught him. Back here soon. Thank goodness. Oh no. What is that? Bottle necklace. Hawthorne's present is gone. That's terrible. Boy, that's the only thing that could have saved him. Jesus, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, this is unprecedented. I'm sorry. It's not enough, Mr. Wright. What did you do with the bottle necklace? Yeah, I'm sorry. Dahlia has it. What? You ate it? What? You're a fucking idiot, Phoenix. Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. The bottle you saw, it may have some poison left in it. Prosecution. I mean, his mouth would be cut up. So we could probably at least see that whether or not it was not cut up. Which man? Oh, okay. There, it's alright. Trusting your client is a noble thing for a defense attorney. It is heartwarming to see this must place in Phoenix. It's alright. But that is how it's for us prosecution side too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. I mean, you're just a simp, but anyway, that's probably why. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely, factually incorrect. I mean, no, her music's actually really creepy. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot... It may be impossible. Evidence is everything. Unless you're Von Karma, and then you just make up evidence at the spot. Even after I proved so much, she's still gonna get away with everything. Although now that I would like to proceed... Right? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. Totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believe me. I feel like I let you down. Mr. Wright? What are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. That day I met Doug Swallow. He's not a smart cookie. Am I lagging, am I? No. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? Same thing that happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. Came to the lab that time, too. It had only been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Okay. Yeah, so he's kind of just a massive, massive, massive simp. That's true. There is one more thing after I pushed him. Got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right over it. She was crouched over next to her. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. This is the defendant is. Faye. Tell them. Dolly, she didn't do it. She's innocent. No, she's completely guilty. Dolly stole poison aim. Then there's only one possible conclusion. Defense believes that Miss Dolly Hawthorne stole poison the night before she killed Doug Swallow. Naturally, her motive was to kill someone. Faye. If you're certain of your theory, then let me ask you. Yeah. There's someone desperately wanted to get back, therefore, who exactly? There was only one person that was standing squarely in Dahlia and Starlia Hawthorne's way, and that was that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? Oh. That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that things worked out, but let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. And the person that was Mr. Hawthorne was planning to use on was you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. None other than you. But how could that be? I thought Mr. and were in love. He's a sociopath or a psychopath? I confuse them. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing that Mr. Truly was one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she ever cared about. But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of the attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dolly Hawthorne could only think of one thing: how to get rid of the bottle of necklace as quick as possible. No, that can't be. It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, he used to return it to her. This tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He showed it to everyone he met. If he showed it to Dick Gumshoe, then something may have actually happened. Alright. And that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright. Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Wah. Beanie, what a jerk you are. Oh. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for... I even told you time and time again to keep your mouth shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me the criminal no matter what I say. Our criminal, yeah. We'll see about that, but first, where's your evidence? The little client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Oh. Old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of just sitting there with a dumb look on your face? Me? Miss Hawthorne, what happened to you? You really think that's shocked? Or would you prefer me? This way, Mr. Judge. Absolutely no proof. Treat a voluntary witness like this, like a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine. Then ask the old hag to finish it up. I can't. To pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. Ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. Oh. Oh. You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Grey. Wow, she's Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defendants would like to present proof. Possible. You can't possibly say. Stupid woman. Alright. Let's save as well. Just in case here. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence. Almost to Earth and gets a chance to soar. It's gotta be in here then. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence will prove her guilt once for Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Does it have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. Oh, the twists. What? Remember what the defense said in his testimony? I lost my bottle around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, and it's just the two of us. She was the one who took this bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it knowing Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim Doug Squallow that was holding the medicine. I would like to call the crime what happened 8 months ago. Where did Mr. Hawthorne hide the evidence? 8 months ago. Poison was hidden in the bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had coincidentally run into the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, all these twists and turns. That's right. After shoving the victim, left the scene, got up, and that's when murdered Dahlia Hawthorne appeared. She was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plans to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. And then she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, that's when this problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. On top of that, because of the power outage, some of the students also showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Oh, the turns. Remember that she was carrying that bottle of poison medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the medicine exactly the same way. She had someone else hold on to it. In this case, Doug Swallow. Doug Swallow? What is the pun of his name, if there's any? On me. He's a psychopath. Oh, come on now. You aren't fooled, are you? Mr. Moore, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yes, I believe that's just pure desperation. I wonder which one of us is more desperate. Hello, Mr. Hawthorne. Cold killer medicine. I wonder if you would mind taking some. Huh? I don't have a... Well, Mr. Wright ate the necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What would you say? I'm just a filthy, stinking liar then, right? There's no need to worry. Come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being. Victory is yours. For the time being. Well, I have a very long memory. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge. I'll see you later too. Huh? Oh, wait. You're gonna spread a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Ooh. Finally, it's over. I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't come up with a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. You witness seem to have accepted it. I don't care. The witness pain. And I don't believe anything that... One word that comes up... Well then. Yes? Would you like to try this cold medicine? What? Yeah, do you mind killing Winston Payne? I don't care if it causes a time paradox. Therefore, it's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust my very life. So if she was so trustworthy, then I'm sure couldn't possibly be any poison in here. Well, you see, yes. Ahaha, we caught him. Now then, now here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Grr. Grr. Ugh. Aww. Nya. Oh, it's flying off my beautiful hair. Wow, no. Oh, this is how we became bold. I think my internet's slowly just dying a little bit. Oh, well, it's nearly time. It's, Mr. Payne? What about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, Your Honor, I filed paper for immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. Very suspicious about her from the very... whether... Nope, okay. Not sure what the... I don't lie. You admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Fay, this was it just me, or did you and Miss seem to know each other? Your Honor? Whether we did or not has no bearing in this case. Very well. Hey, can't be. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be, my dear Dolly. Achoo. Very well then. I hereby pass judgment to an end, and the court finds the defendant. Yeah, it really does sound like super similar to this laugh track, actually. Oh, hell yeah. This court is now adjourned. Heck yeah, we did it. We saved Phoenix Wright. We prevented the time paradox from happening. Oh, April 11th, 3:16 p.m. Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids... Jeez, just stop talking about your hemorrhoids. They're kind of gross. Mr. Grossberg, you think you could stop talking? Yes! Please! That's rather rude. Anyway, maybe think, does it really matter? What does it really mean to have mutual trust? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost their sight of this. Or... Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations, thanks. You know, I was thinking. Dahlia saw it from the window. I don't think that was really her. Yeah, you never said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe it was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Boy, this poor kid still doesn't. Forget about her, Mr. Wright. Yeah, you're right, probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit and try and grow up a little. Out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. What kind of company does Smith think he? He's right. I am studying to become a lawyer myself. And what? I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend I have that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, I should be able to. Should still be in time to save him in time. Miles Edgeworth. Hey, Miss Bay. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? That's right, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Aw, heck yeah, we did it! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna study my butt off and become a lawyer for sure. He'll become the best lawyer that ever lawyered. I hope we can see each other again someday. Maybe. I mean, next time you see her, doesn't she, like, die in, like, maybe, It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this child brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some precious ones. And the memories that I thought I would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what happens, I'll always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. Actually, no, it's evidence. It's evidence. It's evidence and stumblefucking. Something has made me think back to those words of wisdom. That is a story for another day. Oh, turnabout memories. We've completed episode 1 of Trials and Tribulations. So, I would like to say to everyone who tuned in and everyone still watching, I had so much fun streaming with you guys. I hope we had a good I hope you all had fun watching me play. We did some stuff. We saved Phoenix. We prevented the time paradox, and Dahlia was revealed to be absolutely insane. So yeah, just want to say thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a good one, and as always, much Shasta.